Welcome everybody to this episode of Another Tree in My Way. My name is Marco and here's a tree. Normally I'd have a chainsaw with me and a different tractor, but I am on that giant bastard right there. As you can see, it is very wide. It reaches almost from border to border, and I believe these trees are 22 feet apart from that trunk to that trunk. That does not squeeze by anything. This thing is dry as a bone, which I hate a lot because it makes them very hard to saw through just because. So, because I don't have a chainsaw and I do not want to deal with this tree a bunch because I would have to cut it up here, there, and everywhere just to piece it together and put it on the border. So, I'm going to try my luck. I'm feeling a little spry lately. I have to pick up my pantaloons. But I think I don't know if I said it in the last video or not, but I was trying to lose weight, get a little bit healthier. Started this year at about 265, and in February 1st, that's when I started my weight loss journey of pretty much just cutting out sugar. I would drink a 12-pack of Pepsi a day, damn near, or a 12-pack of Brisk, which isn't much better. It's still bad. And then I would just eat very bad, very poorly. McDonald's, fucking anything really, any fast food. McDonald's was mainly that and KFC. Those are my main ones. And I was getting to the point where I couldn't even sleep well because of my neck fat would just choke me to death. Stop being so loud, you damn machine. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the reverse fan kicked on and it's loud to me. But I was extremely unhealthy. I needed to change my ways, so cut all the sugar out. I carry around this giant 1-gallon jug that you guys are sitting on because I forgot my tripod at home. I fill that up every day before I leave the house. 1 gallon of ice water, drink that whole sumbitch. When I need more, I fill it up again. I try not to drink any soda or anything that has any kind of sugar or dyes or anything in it. I just try and stay healthy. That was one of the hardest things ever, is to kick a bunch of sugar. But weight started to go off. Next thing, kick all the goddamn fast food. That was extremely hard. I swear the people at Taco Bell were probably missing me because my truck would be there about every other day. So Taco Bell was probably the worst. It was probably 3 to 4 times a week. And that was just for one meal because I would eat pounds. I would eat so much to where my stomach would be visibly sticking out, and it would be to the point where I couldn't shove any more food in my mouth or it's going to be pushing out the other end. So, cut my food, drank nothing but water. Now, down to 205. I haven't been 205 since I was a sophomore in high school, and I graduated high school in 2008. It is currently 2025. So, 17 years ago I graduated. About 19 years ago, I weighed this much. I wish I was as athletic as I was back then. I was able to run a mile and all right, let's keep going. You tell me to run a mile right now, give me about an hour. That way I could stop a few times along the way and not die. Oh, and one of the main things about losing weight that I've lost that I haven't been able to get back, I can't find it at all. Maybe you guys can help me. I've kicked it around on the ground. I've looked at other places I've been. Maybe you guys can tell me. I've looked all around, and since losing all that weight, 60 pounds so far, which I'm happy with, the one thing I've lost that I can't get back is my ass. It fell off somewhere in those 6 months, and I can't find it. 6-7 months. I've looked all over the place. The only place I've been able to find it is at the bottom of a cheeseburger bag. And I don't want to look there. So maybe you guys can give me some tips on where the hell it went. But, back to work. I have to move this tree. Don't want to cut it up. Let's see. Oh, it's not too heavy. It's mostly dry. So it's able to roll. Come on, tree. Oh no! I almost got trapped underneath it, but luckily I was able to roll it. And yes, it is a full tree. It's like the ones all around it, but it's dry as a bone. So there's no moisture in it. Anybody can really, let me see this branch right here? It is heavy, but it's not too heavy. Anybody can really do it. But I had to move it because I have to drive past with this thing. And all this right here, all these almonds, I wouldn't have been able to get unless I moved that tree. Actually, I wouldn't have been able to come down this row at all. I forgot to film it, but about 20 rows ago, there was a tree that was just about this big, but it was still green. It was fresh and fell over. Spent about 10 minutes with this damn saw because this is what I have to use to cut through one of them trees. So I went to the tree and I was just cutting the goddamn thing, and this works your forearms out. This works your arms out like hell. You want a good workout? Get one of these, go in your backyard, and just chop wood. Well, it's not really chopping, saw it. You will get a workout and a half and you will hate life, but by the time you're through a cord of wood, you will look beautiful. Just like me. Alright. That's out of the way. That's ready to go. I have to get back to work. I got about a month left to harvest, and I'm trying to save up every dollar to keep you guys entertained because I don't remember if I've said it enough times or not, but in December, I have told my boss I am taking the month off, and he is fine with it because I've worked 7 days a week for the last like 3-4 months, so he don't care. So, in December, I'm going to be taking time off, and I'm going to go someplace. The first stop on my trip is going to be the Grand Canyon, because I haven't been back there since, before I was even in high school, and I graduated 17 years ago. Yeah, it's been well over 20 years since I'm 36 right now. Been well over 20 years since I've been to the Grand Canyon. It was one of my most fond memories when I was a kid. I've never seen anything like that. It was just enormous to look at. And I remember just getting out of the camper because we took a fifth wheel trailer with us. We just loaded up with my grandpa's F-350. We all went up there. It was beautiful. I just remember it was a hell of an experience. So that is going to be my first step of my journey. There is other places to go, but I'm building as I go. So as I go, maybe I'll stop along the way or stop right there at the Grand Canyon, and somebody be like, oh, down the road, maybe 100 or so miles or in the next state over, they have this events going on. There's a lot of festivals going on. There's a lot of winter stuff that goes on. I'm into that, so I'll take suggestions from people even along my drive. It's like, hey, do you know if there's any event going on? Oh, there's a this or that, because you never know what happened. You might meet some interesting people. You might meet some interesting things. I'm not too big into seafood, so I'll try and avoid some seafood boils. But everything else, fair game. But okay, I got to get back to work. I got to keep planning out my journey, because I was going to take my Bronco. I have a 1990 Ford Bronco XLT. It's got 4-wheel drive, 351 Windsor. Bad thing, 2.5 years ago, blew the heads on it. Not very happy about it, but the motor was well seasoned before I got it. So, I'm taking my Ranger. It's got a little camper shell on it. I am still trying to work out where the hell there's a leak in the lid of this thing. That way I don't have to fight that when it's raining or something outside. Alright. I gotta get going, but I'm still planning out that Ranger. That Ranger is gonna be it. It's got not even 115,000 miles on it. It's a 98 XLT with a 4.0 in it. It's going to take me on a very long drive. And I've named it Grandpa because it is my grandpa's truck, and he bought it brand new off the dealership when he retired. And that was his truck all the way up to when he passed, and my uncle had it, and now I have it. And I told my grandma I'm not going to let that truck see a hard day's labor in its life, so it's not going to pull a trailer for work. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to pull my dumb ass on an adventure that I don't know where I'm going to go. So, thank you guys for listening to my dumb ass while I move that tree by hand like an idiot instead of having somebody else do it, because I am too lazy to call. I wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit and give you a heads up. So, If you guys have any suggestions on places, because I'm starting my journey in California. Even if there's places in California, they're like, you know what, you should visit this before you leave the state. Let me know. I have a whole month to fill. I told my boss I'm not coming in for December. He's fine with that. So December 1st, well, maybe not December 1st, because unfortunately my dad, well, not unfortunately, I have to work out when I'm going to start my journey because my dad and my brother birthday are in the beginning of December, like the first few days. So I got to be like, oh, happy birthday, bye, and then dip. But as soon as I leave, my first stop, well, not first stop, probably the second or third, because that's stop for gas, is going to the Grand Canyon. Enough rambling. Damn it, people. Got me rambling and all worked up. I'll see y'all later. And this is a Weiss McNair sweeper. A lot smaller, a lot different than the Flory Super V, of course. Only one head instead of two giant ones like the ones you guys just saw. Oh, a lot smaller, a lot easier to drive, a lot more fun because you could swerve, and also this thing only has 3 tires. 2 in the front, 1 in the back, so you could basically do donuts in like a 10-foot circle. And also, I was just saying that I weighed about 205 or something like that. I just weighed myself yesterday when I was eating with my brother at his house and my sister-in-law and my nephew. Little bastard. I'm 200 pounds. Took my boots off. Of course, couldn't get fully undressed to weigh myself, so I just took my boots off, took my stuff out of my pockets, had my regular work clothes on. Said like 204, which you got to take into account pants and shirt and everything you're wearing. So I'm at 200 pounds. 65 pounds gone since February 1st to, I forgot what today is, of September. But I'm very, very happy, and now I can continue to eat whatever I want and be a pig again because I can go up. But I want to try and maintain the weight around right here because if I get any skinnier, I'm going to start looking like I got something wrong with me. But I also wanted to get a better look at what I was wearing because you guys just saw I was wearing my work clothes. Well, this is work clothes too. They're just nicer work clothes. The brown shirt, ugly pants, just everything hanging loosely off of me, and everything was all stretched out. That shirt I bought when I was very heavy, so when my gut would poke out, everything would be way out here. But right here, nice and slim. All that. Oh, and still, like I was saying in the last clip you guys just saw, I'm trying not to make this too long. That way you guys can not get too bored. I was looking for my ass. Yeah, that fucker fell off somewhere. So I'll find it eventually. Maybe at a gym or something on the squat rack. I haven't been there in a while. I have a Planet Fitness membership. That way when I go and travel around the US when it's my turn, I'm planning on doing that in December, that I don't really have to worry about, oh, I stop at a place to shower or go to the bathroom and use that because that's what a lot of people do. It's actually very smart. But I have to get back to work because I am driving this bad boy. I have a lot to do with this and it's not fun. But thank you guys for being here. Try not to take up too much of your time. See y'all later. Oh, I forgot to fix my hair and everything. Hopefully I look good for y'all. Peace out.